Okay, the people in this room are on a special mission. We are on a mission to preserve our stories, to save our stories, to save our heritage. As I look into current society, Italian-American society, I see very little that encourages me that Italian-American heritage will maintain or even grow. We are the ones who can preserve it. And this is of special importance because, well, Joseph Truciani once wrote a poem to his ancestors saying, we are the dream you dreamed, the dream you meant to, you worked for so hard. We are those people. We are accomplished, we're literate, we write books, we influence others. We owe it to our previous generations to preserve their story. And no one else is going to do it. It's up to this generation or it's lost. The future generation will be lost in sports and video games and Lord knows what else.
Well, Tom, it's also important to teach kids Italian.
Yeah, well, that's part of the heritage, obviously. The heritage of the language. The language certainly tells a lot about the culture, and and it's not only the standard language of the mother country. It could be all those dialects and such that were so expressive and did reflect the culture as much as it did. We at Casa Italia have been publishing books, preparing books for publication on Amazon. You have a flyer there with the products of our work. We have the Italian-American women, the Reconstructing Italians in Chicago. All of you should be familiar to one extent or another with these basic books that include the best writers on Italian-American, on Chicago's Italians. We have published biographies of Paul Ciminello, the famous entertainer among the Italian-American community. And we've also republished WAP. This was published 50 years ago by Salvatore Lagumina. And we jazzed up the cover for him. And now it's in print. And it's available on Amazon. And I think we have a few hard copies to sell to you today, if you want. I'm reluctant to go into the 21st century all digital. I'm still a book person. Books are hard, even if you're Hitler, you can't burn them all. And they preserve things in a way that nothing else that has been invented yet can preserve them, though God bless the internet. We have a web page as well. You should get to know our Casa library web page. It has links to hundreds of great sources and all the material that I've ever used in teaching Italians in Chicago is linked to that website. And if you input Chicago Italian Archives after the 200 restaurants that come up, you might be able to find our website. And but persevere in that. We're on the mission of preserving our culture, and it's not exactly the culture of Italy. It is the culture of Italian Americans, of the immigrants who came here. Now, there's a larger movement to see Italian migration as a diaspora that went to the whole world. Well, I can't do the whole world. I can hardly do the US, and I've settled for Chicago, and you can find out what you'd like to, what specific topic in the whole diaspora that you can pick out to develop for your work. So thanks very much. That's the founder's address. I don't know who the founder is, but when he shows up or she shows up, we'll know. Our first guest and the person who put up the money gave us a grant to put this event together is Carla Simonini, who is a founding, she's a founder too, maybe she's the founding person we're looking for, who's a founding director of the Italian American Studies program at Loyola, which is in the name of the Rubinos. We're pleased to have Carla. It was a dream of mine and Tony Fornelli and a lot of other people, as well as the Rubino family, to create an endowed professorship of Italian American Studies. And a few years back, Carla came on the scene, and we've been really enthused by the establishment of the Italian American Studies program. And we have benefited from it at Casa Italia from cooperative programs that we've done. And I'm pleased to present Carla Simonini. One of Carla's activities is to edit Italian Americana. And those of you who write about it, Italian Americans, might be interested in submitting some material to her, but she can tell you the rest. But Carla Simonini, professor at Loyola University.